Good morning, my honorable teachers and my fellow students. Standing before you is no other person than AMARI Emmanuel, a student of SS3A and the assembly prefect of this great college. I'm here to deliver a speech which I title Secrets Behind Academic Success. Academic success can simply be as a state of being academically sound, upright, and fulfilled. It's a state of not necessarily being the first position in a particular class, but having considerably good grades in one's result. The following are secrets behind academic success. 1. Asking questions in class. It is necessary and important as good students to ask questions when necessary. When you don't understand what the teacher is teaching, you are entitled to ask questions. Students deter from asking questions for fear of being laughed at for having dull brains or because they are shy. This is wrong because you cannot effectively and efficiently learn what is being taught in class. Therefore, ask questions and never say yes to the teacher when asked whether you understand what he or she is teaching when in reality you do not. 2. The use of free period. The free period is not a time for irrelevant discussions and writing of love letters, but instead it's a time for additional studies. In SS classes where some students do not offer some subjects, what is expected of you is to carry your notebooks and textbook and evacuate the class to any unused classroom or the library for your studies. Therefore, make good use of the free periods by studying. 3. Jotting down of points. As a good and serious student, it is important that you have a jotter with which you have to jot down main points made by the teacher while teaching. These salient points makes for quick revision before examinations and also helps for you to be mentally alert and focused on what the teacher is teaching. Bear it in mind that when these points are put together with notes given to you by the teacher, it makes for easy understanding of concepts taught in class. 4. Proper preparation for examination. The poor performance of a student during examination can be chiefly attributed to their inability to properly prepare for such examinations. The tendency is that while the term is still young and the exams are far off, the lazy students take to irrelevant things of like playing and watching of movies instead of doing their studies, while the serious students start studying immediately. The result is that the serious students come out successfully in such examinations while the unserious students are unsuccessful. You should bear in mind that at the beginning of every term, the serious students are expected to start preparing for the examination from the very first day the term work begins. 5. Avoid distractions during studies. It is important. What makes for good study is not the amount of time spent in the study hall, but the amount of concentration put in it. It is noteworthy that 30 minutes of study can be more fruitful than that done for 3 hours if the latter is done badly. Therefore, when studying, put aside everything that does not have to do with your studies and focus on your textbook and notebooks only. 6. Do your studies right. Many students come out with poor grades in examination because they are not able to do their studies right. For you to be able to do your studies right, you have to put into practice these following measures. 1. Having a study timetable. It is necessary for you to have a study timetable which you have to follow strictly, and also learn to allot more time to subjects which you find difficult than others. For example, a student who finds English language better to understand than mathematics should spend more time studying mathematics than English language, so therefore allotting each subject its fair time. Because the tendency is that some students allot more time to subjects which they like and better understand, and give little of their time to subjects which they find more difficult. This is wrong, as you will not be able to grasp the full knowledge of what you came to school for. 2. Start every study period with a brief prayer. It is true that divinity has a great impact in humanity, and we cannot do anything without God. Therefore, it is necessary for you to always pray before starting every study period, as the grace of God will help you to understand whatever you are reading. 3. Avoid memory work. Memorizing, popularly known as cramming, is bad in the sense that it does not allow for wide coverage of studies. Also, if you are to learn anything if you are to forget any word in the memorized topic, the entire foundation of your knowledge on that topic collapses. Therefore, Instead of memorizing, take to make sure you understand whatever you are reading, as this will take you far in your studies and you'll be able to cover up more topics than you could before now. Also try to use acronyms and chronological order to arrange points which you can break down into sub points. I believe sincerely that if these measures and secrets are put into practice and accompanied with good morals such as honesty, truthfulness, integrity, loyalty, respect, and contentment, you will not only excel in your academics but also be setting a pace for a successful future ahead. Thank you all for listening.